another installment of From Pages to Screen. In this video series, I compare the movie and TV series adaptations with the original books. Today I'm going to compare It by Stephen King with its two adaptations. It by Stephen King was originally published in 1986. It takes place in Derry, Maine. The Goodreads synopsis says that they were 7 teenagers when they first stumbled upon the horror. Now they are grown-up men and women who have gone out into the big world to gain success and happiness. But the promise they made 28 years ago calls them reunite in the same place where, as teenagers, they battled an evil creature that preyed on the city's children. Now children are being murdered again, and their repressed memories of that terrifying summer return as they prepare to once again battle the monster lurking in Derry's sewers. This book was a big success when it was published. I was a bit afraid to read this book until 2 years ago. I was pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed reading this book. It was not just an horror book. It had very vivid and real characters, especially the sections about their childhood. And I really enjoyed the fact that the story took place in 2 timelines, which is one of my favorite tropes in mysteries and in historical fiction. Because I cared so much about the characters, I was really afraid for them while reading about this horrific event. There was a section which I found very unnecessary. If you have read the book, I think you will know that. If that section had not been there, I would have given it a 5 out of 5 stars. Because of that unnecessary section which added nothing to the story, I gave the book 4.5 stars out of 5. And I was really eager to watch the new adaptation as well as the old adaptation when it first came out. I first watched the old adaptation. It was a 2-part TV series. It was actually 2 full-length TV movies. This adaptation was directed by Tommy Lee Wallace, and it starred Richard Thomas, Tim Reid, Annette O'Toole, and John Ritter. This adaptation was very successful in regards to ratings. I think it caused the foundation of children being afraid of clowns because of the portrayal of the clown. And the story of it was then adapted to 2 movies following each other. The first movie was called It. It was directed by Andy Muschietti, and it starred Bill Skarsgård, Jaden Martell, Finn Wolfhard, and Beverly Marsh. And the sequel, called It Chapter 2, was produced in 2019. It was also directed by Andy Muschietti, and it starred Jessica Chastain, James McAvoy, Bill Hader, and Bill Skarsgård again, of course. They were both very successful commercially. The book It became popular again with these adaptations. In From Pages to Screen, I compare the book with its adaptations according to 4 criteria: faithfulness to the book, casting choices, acting quality, and my IMDb rating. The latter 2 are more subjective criteria, whereas the first 2 are a bit more objective. As for faithfulness to the book, I think 1990 adaptation was pretty faithful to the book, so I gave it a plus. It was told in 2 timelines, and that was the part that I liked the most, as I've said before. And the story, I think, works better when it's told in 2 timelines, whereas in the newer movie adaptations, the story is told not from the 2 timelines, but it's told chronologically. Because the story is chosen to be told this way, it had to omit some parts, and it had to add some parts that are not in the book. I cannot say it was a faithful adaptation, but it was not a bad adaptation, because the part they've taken and the parts they've added was not against the soul of the book. So I gave the newer adaptations in 2017 and 2019 a check. As for casting choices, 1990 adaptation, I think the casting was chosen very faithful to the book, so I gave it a plus. It was the same for 2017 and 2019 adaptations, so I also gave these adaptations a plus. As for acting quality, I gave 1990 adaptation a check. Especially the children in that adaptation were not very successful in my opinion. Although the actor playing Pennywise was incredibly good, because of the mediocre performance of the other players, I gave the acting quality a check. Newer adaptation, I gave the acting quality a plus because especially Bill Saggart, who played Pennywise, was fantastic in my opinion, and the mature actors James McAvoy and Jessica Chastain were also very good, and the child actors in the first movie also played very well. The only exception comes from the fact that I do not find Bill Hader funny, but he was also very good in some scenes. So overall I gave the acting quality a plus. I like the story and the way it's told very much. Because the 1990 version did not change anything about that, I gave the 1990 version an 8 out of 10. And I also gave 2017 and 2019 adaptation an 8 out of 10 because the production quality was much more superior than the 1990 version. Which was not surprising considering the technological advancements. Because of the effects, visual and sound effects, these movies portrayed the horrific aspect of the story much better. Although it was not very faithful to the book, it was a very good horror movie, so I gave both of the movies an 8 out of 10. This was my comparison with the book It with its adaptations. Please comment down below. Have you read the book? Have you watched the adaptations? What did you think about them? And also, please comment down below. Are you afraid of clowns because of it? And if you are a new viewer, please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. As for Turkish word of the day, since Pennywise appears as a clown both in the book and in the movies, I thought clown should be the word of the day. Clown means palyaço in Turkish, and palyaço is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.